3 a.m. again. And that damn noise is back.
Lena, I can see you.
Who's there?
You already let me in.
Please work. Someone in there?
You shouldn't have listened.
Stop! Just stop! There's no one here!
Mark, thank God. You have to come. Something's wrong here. I think someone's in my wall.
Lena, what are you talking about? You sound...
It's impossible. There's no camera there. What are you?
We are already inside.
Oh my God.
That's not me.
Please help me. Keep me safe.
Get out! Leave me alone!
We can't. You called us.
Lena. Have you ever had that chilling feeling that you're being watched? That a little green light on your laptop flickers on, even when you're sure you didn't touch it? What if that wasn't just a glitch? What if it was a warning? This is the exact nightmare Lena finds herself in. One night, she's alone in her apartment, and she notices her laptop's microphone is on. Suddenly, a static-laced voice crackles through the speakers, her own voice whispering, "Don't answer when it says your name." Just then, her phone rings. Unknown number. She answers, and a panicked voice eerily familiar says, "Get out of there. You didn't survive last time." This is the setup for a mind-bending short film that blurs the line between technology and a terrifying new reality. It's a story that explores what happens when our own devices, the very things we trust, turn against us. It's not just about a haunted house. It's about a haunted signal, a digital ghost that can trap you in a time loop of your own worst fears. Today, we're going to dive deep into this gripping short film outline. We'll break down the story, scene by scene, and explore the chilling themes of technological paranoia, fractured identity, and the existential dread of being lost in the noise. We'll analyze how a simple static sound can become the voice of your own doom, and how a reflection in a screen can become your worst enemy. So, let's start with the inciting incident. Lena is alone, and the only sound is the faint static from her laptop. This is a classic horror setup, isolating our protagonist. But the horror isn't a monster under the bed. It's right there in her technology. The microphone light being on is the first breach. It's a small detail, but it's deeply unsettling because it represents a loss of control in her most personal space. We've all had that fleeting thought, "Is my phone listening to me?" This story takes that fear and cranks it up to 11. Then comes the voice from the static, her own voice, delivering a cryptic warning. This is a brilliant narrative choice. It's not an external demon. The threat is intrinsically linked to Lena herself. It immediately raises questions. Is this a message from the future? A parallel dimension? Or is she losing her mind? The ambiguity is what makes it so terrifying. And just as she's trying to process this, her phone buzzes. The call from an unknown number is a classic horror trope, but here it's amplified by the preceding event. The voice on the phone, again sounding like her own but different, more desperate, confirms the danger. "You didn't survive last time." This line is a bombshell. It introduces the idea of a time loop or a recurring nightmare. She's not just in danger. She's been in this danger before, and she failed. The stakes are instantly raised from simple survival to breaking a deadly cycle. When Lena drops the phone, the physical world begins to warp. The lights flicker, and her apartment transforms. It becomes dusty, old, as if decades have passed in an instant. This visual shift shows that the threat isn't just digital. It's bleeding into her reality. And then, the graffiti on the wall, "She never left." This is a gut punch. It suggests that her fate is already sealed, that she's a ghost in her own home, trapped long before this night even began. Her escape attempt is futile. She runs for the door, flings it open, and finds herself right back in the same decaying room. This is a classic psychological horror moment, the realization that there is no escape. The architecture of her reality has become a prison. Her screams of "no, this isn't real" are heartbreaking because she's fighting against a logic that no longer applies. The story then accelerates the temporal distortion. The clock rewinds violently, a clear visual metaphor for being trapped in the past. The laptop turns on again, but this time, her reflection smiles. This is the moment of revelation. The reflection, a twisted version of herself, delivers the final chilling line. "You were the signal all along." Let's unpack that. Lena isn't just a victim of some external force. She is the source of the haunting. She's not just receiving the signal. She is the signal. This reframes the entire story. The warnings from her own voice weren't from a future self trying to save her. They were part of the trap itself, echoes within the loop she was generating. She's a broadcaster of her own demise, a ghost in the machine in the most literal sense. The scene then shifts to the static void. This is a brilliant conceptual space. It's not heaven or hell. It's a gray, featureless reality of whispering noise. It's the digital purgatory she was warned about. Here, she confronts a flickering shadow, a manifestation of the entity or system she's become a part of. The shadow's line, "You listened too long, now you transmit," is the final explanation. Her mistake wasn't answering the phone or seeing the light. It was her prolonged engagement with the static, her focus on the anomalous signal that allowed it to consume her. Her veins glowing and static bursting from her chest is a horrifying image of transfiguration. She is no longer human. She has become a living antenna, a node in a terrifying network. Her scream isn't just of fear, but of transformation, as her identity is dissolved into pure information, into white noise. The final scene brings the horror from the personal to the global. We pull back to a wide shot of the city at night. On every screen, TVs and shop windows, billboards, tablets in people's homes. Lena's face flickers. Her voice, now part of the global static, whispers a new, corrupted warning. "If you can hear me, don't listen too long." This ending is absolutely fantastic. Lena has become the very thing she was trying to escape. She is now the ghost in the machine, the bait for the next victim. The warning is no longer a chance for survival. It's the beginning of the trap for someone else. Anyone who pays too much attention, anyone who listens too long, will be the next to be pulled into the static. It creates a self-perpetuating cosmic horror story, a virus that spreads through curiosity. What makes this concept so effective is how it taps into our modern anxieties. We live our lives through screens. We communicate through signals we don't understand. The idea that this digital world could have its own predators, its own haunting logic that can ensnare us, is profoundly scary. It's a modern folktale, where the haunted forest is the Wi-Fi signal and the monster is a corrupted data packet that wears your face. This short film wouldn't just be scary, it would be thought-provoking. It asks us to consider our relationship with technology and the digital footprint we leave behind. What if our data, our very digital essence, could be hijacked and turned into a prison? It's a story that would linger long after the credits roll, making you look twice at that little blinking light on your laptop. It's a stark reminder that in a world saturated with noise, sometimes the most dangerous thing you can do is listen to closely. What do you guys think of this concept? It's got elements of Black Mirror, The Ring, and even some Lovecraftian horror. The idea of becoming a signal, a transmitter of your own nightmare, is just so unique and terrifying. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to explore more chilling stories like this one, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't listen too long.